Today's video is a twofer. We got rooms 2 and 3 of the Pathway of Never. So in our last video, we established that we are going to be having a bunch of different rooms off of the Grand Cathedral. And I think the central kind of idea behind this level is the players are going to be given a task that they must resurrect the unbowed king whose sarcophagus is in the middle of this cathedral. And a couple of things that they need are going to be a prayer book and a piece of music, a music sheet. And these are going to be the keys that we're going to have throughout the game, or throughout this level. And we'll see here, I actually wrote that I have a triangle and a square to represent these keys, and they can show up in any one of these rooms wherever it's going to be narratively appropriate. So I can then write, so for instance, in room 2 is the chaplain's chambers, which this sounds like a good place that we may have the prayer book. So I just wrote keys and then just did a triangle there, just to let me know that, hey, this could be where that prayer book is. If they find it in a different room, depending on where they go, we don't have to worry about it then. We can just scratch it out. But let's talk about the chaplain's chambers. So this is going to be a room off of the Grand Cathedral, and when they come up to it, you're going to come up to a balcony that overlooks this just very stately chambers. And when I did the room decorations, I rolled mystic runes, and I thought, wow, that'd be really cool if all the tiles all throughout the flooring are these like holy runes dedicated to the unbowed king, which then led me to these runes have holy power within them, and they're dedicated to the unbowed king. And if you are not an adherent or follower of that king, then you have to roll a vigor check or a mind check to withstand taking damage for each tile that you walk on, as they are trying to repulse you. And you can take a d6 worth of damage for every tile that you try to traverse going throughout this area. But overall, the room's fairly simple. You just have a very stately bed, a bathtub, a little vanity, what's it called? Privacy, shim, I think that's what they're called, something like that, for changing. And you're going to find some gold and various little treasures in here, and potentially the prayer book. So that's kind of a drive for the players to check this place out if they so choose. Then off of there, we have the organ hall. One of the things I added to the Grand Cathedral was, if you look up, you're going to see all this copper piping with like various holes throughout it. Well, if you go to the organ hall, you're going to find that the organ at the end of this concert hall, all those pipes are going to lead back to the Grand Cathedral. So if you play the organ here, not only will it play in this little concert hall, amphitheater type of thing, it'll also play in the Grand Cathedral. Now, of course, you enter into this giant chamber, kind of like a standard movie theater. You have a hallway on either side, and little doors. You can go up to the box seats on either side. There's 2 box seats on either side that face the organ at the other end. Or you can just come in these little doors here, and then just have the giant area there. One of the things is, 2 things about this. One of the box seats is collapsed. You can actually, if you want to, you can climb up all of this rubble here to get up into this upper area here. But there is a secret room that leads back to the pipe room, and that's important because the pipes are actually broken, and players will have to fix those pipes in order to get the organ actually working. And then on top of that, the orchestra pit right below, in front of rather, the organ is a monster. And talking with some of my mutuals, and I kind of had this idea, but it was just confirmed that it's basically going to be an amalgamation of a giant blob of all of the former orchestra members have been just coalesced into this gruesome monster, that blob type thing that will come up out of the pit and really try to prevent the players from messing with the organ. So I really think that's two really good rooms off of the Grand Cathedral, the Chaplain's Chambers and the Organ Hall. And I'm really excited to see where this goes to next. What I do know at this point is once the players get the prayer book, they get the music sheet, play the music sheet, the music at the Organ Hall, someone does the prayer in front of the sarcophagus. This will cause the sarcophagus to push away to reveal a staircase leading down and further into our dungeon, hopefully to get to the actual body of the unbowed king. And if you also remember, the floors are glass here, and we had already set up that they saw something moving beneath the floor. So we've kind of already set up ahead of time something to be afraid of that then will reveal in our level 3. So that's super exciting. We've kind of already got these things going ahead of time. All right, that's enough rambling from me. I just wanted to thank Dungeon 23. This whole thing has been awesome to put Weird Dungeon through its paces and to see how it functions in building a procedurally generated dungeon. I think so far it's been awesome. We've been building up amazing ideas just off of these lists, and it's taken us into some really cool places, and I'm excited to see where else this goes. All right, thanks for checking out these videos, and we'll see you next time.